realised the roof rack had snapped off completely. So we went through to Tennant Creek and we fueled up. Fuel at Tennant Creek was $1.99. At the three ways, it was $2.32. For an extra 25 k's, look at the difference in the fuel. Anyway, we're driving towards the Barclay Homestead. We're probably, I'd say, an hour 20 short of the Barclay Homestead, and we've pulled up in a free camp. The place is huge. That's the closest van to us over there, but if you look over in the distance, you can see a van through the trees, another van right over in the far yonder. There's a picnic table straight down that dirt track, and there's a little green tank. Don't know what it is, couldn't be bothered going for a walk. Fire pits over there, lots of garbage bins, and the highway is over in the distance over there. So it should be fairly quiet. Could go right back up in the back of those trees, but we're happy just to pull up where we are. There you go, so the highway's way over there. And yeah, there's little spots all over the place. I don't know how far through it goes. Van up over there in the distance. Eventful 24 hours.
It has been.
We realised our fridge wasn't working, and so I made a phone call to Burpin Gary, spoke to Daniel at JB. He said there's a little fuse in behind the fridge, so we had to unscrew the 6 screws out of the fridge, pull the whole fridge out to get to a little fuse in behind it, which had blown. So we changed it. The fridge is now running. But it was a bit of a debacle trying to get the friggin' fridge out. You'd think they'd come up with a far better plan where the cable goes through a cupboard or something so you can actually just access the fuse.
Yep.
Then our roof rack. We pulled up at Barclay Homestead just to grab some power and check some stuff, and Roz couldn't open the door. When I had a look, I realised the roof rack had snapped off completely. So it has 6 little L-shaped brackets that hold it onto the roof. All 6 of those brackets snapped, and the roof rack was just sitting on the roof.
I was trapped.
So Roz was trapped in the car. So I enlisted the help of a couple of blokes around the caravan park.
And thank you very much, guys, if you're watching this video now.
And I went through and I cut all the zip ties with all the wires and stuff that were holding it down. I had to cut the wire to my CB because I couldn't, my UHF, because I couldn't work out how to undo it from the antenna. So I just cut that, cut the one to the Selfie Go, and we took the whole roof rack off, and it is now sitting behind us on the
drawbar.
So yeah, that's where it's sitting now.
Yeah.
And I'll show you later when we pull up.
But we're on our way now to
Mount Isa,
and
I'll have to go to a 4x4 ARB type of place and see if they saw the little L-shaped brackets to put back on to the backbone, and then get the whole thing back up on the roof.
And we did plan on just stopping here one night, but we don't know how long it's going to take or who's going to be busy or open or whatever, so we could be here for the weekend.
We had a great night stop last night at the little location, but very, very windy this morning and very cool.
Yeah, it was
as you can see, Roz is in jeans and a jumper.
It was a free camp called 41 Mile Bore on the Barkley Highway, just past, just west of the Barkley homestead.
Yeah, about 140 k's past the Barkley.
But there was a few vans in there, and then there was another one further, a bit closer in, and there was a few vans in there as well. So there's a lot more traffic on the road now that we've come down this way.
Oh, the amount of people in the Barkley homestead was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was chockers. I've never seen it so busy. And then as we were pulling in this morning just to check the power, there was a lot of people pulling out, and I think they're all heading north.
Anyway, once we get to Mount Isa, we'll let you know what's going on. But hey, it's not all beer and Skittles or unicorns and rainbows.
Yeah, but apparently there was 2 road trains. We saw the trailers and stuff there. One was smashed up. Obviously some stuff's been taken away, but the road was closed for nearly the whole day. I didn't see any on the news or hear about it.
I did. The 2 drivers went to hospital.
Oh, did they? Did you know what sort of trucks they were, or like carrying, or?
No, didn't say. It just said that one had head and back injuries. The other one had leg and arm injuries or something, limb injuries.
So that's just another reason to slow down. If you're tired, stop and have a rest. And especially for these truck drivers, I suppose, they're driving constantly all day, every day. But yeah, just travel safe.
Morning.
Morning.
It's a awesome 8 degrees outside at the moment.
And we know that everybody down south is cold and everything, but coming straight back from Nhulunbuy, Northern Territory, and where it was so beautifully warm and we're swimming every day, this is hitting us hard. So we've just left Longreach this morning. We stayed again at the Apex Park. It's a small donation camp. It's $5 a night. And now we're heading towards Charleville.
And the park is absolutely packed. Obviously,
yeah.
People going north, people going south, people going to the Big Red Bash.
Yeah.
There's just ridiculous amount of vans that are in there.
Yeah, we stayed at Apex Park back in April when we were passing through heading north, and there was only a handful of vans then, but it was chockers. It was really chockers.
I actually got some video footage, so Roz will put it up.
Yeah, and it is the start of school holidays in Queensland, or as of what, Friday just gone. All the kids are on holidays now for 2 weeks. So yeah, by the time you see this video anyway, school holidays will be over. But yeah, drive safe guys and take it easy on the roads, for sure.
You know the saying about Blackall, Roz?
No?
There's F all in Blackall. That's what they say. Apparently.
Apparently.
Well, there's a golf course. Oh, there's a big kangaroo.
The big red.
And there's a big sheep.
The big sheep.
Ram Park. Thought we'd go and park our truck there.
So this is the main street of Blackall. IGA, newsagents, coffee, real estate, pubs, and a spa supermarket. Another pub. So guys, that's the little town of Blackall. We're still just driving through the end of it, but we'll come back and explore a lot of these smaller towns more in detail. So here we are at Fannie Mae's Cafe in Tambo. So we'll sit out the balcony and have a coffee. Fannie Mae's are open for breakfast, morning tea, lunch, hot pies, cakes. It's a pretty cool horse. So make sure you stop in and check out these gorgeous bears. Here at Tambo Teddies, and I've got Fleur here, and she's just going to tell us a little bit about the Tambo Teddies.
We've been going now for 31 years.
Yep.
Originally it was 3 local ladies that started it. Government did an initiative, come around small towns looking to things they could do to help create something for tourism, and obviously at that point there was a lot more sheep farms in the area.
Yep.
The 3 ladies came up with the concept of doing a teddy out of sheepskin and hoping to help locals as well as giving them a job and creating a tourist destination.
And are they all made out of
Sheepskin.
sheepskin? So
Yep.
they're all local.
Well, they're all Australian,
Yep.
some New Zealand sheepskin.
Yep.
We don't know exactly what farm they come from because they all get tanned
Yep.
together, so you don't know that. You just know they're all Australian or New Zealand. Some of them are New Zealand sheepskin.
They're just beautiful and soft. And I was just looking at these slippers right here. Show those, babe. They are. Put your hand in those. They're amazing.
They're like an Ugg boot, but they're not an Ugg boot.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And have you had any famous people come in and purchase a Tambo Teddy?
Troy Daly, John Williamson, Susie Quattro years ago. But they've been given to royalty. The government's given them as gift of choice for Queensland to the royals when Kate and William visited in 2014, and then again for Meghan and Harry in 2018.
Did you ask how long it takes to make a bear?
No.
It's about 3.5 hours from start to finish. From cutting it out to putting it on the shelf is about 3.5 hours.
And what are you filling them with?
So they're actually filled with, did you want me to show you?
Yeah, sure. That'd be
So
fantastic.
they're actually filled with a recycled product. It's not one that you would normally guess. So this is the product.
Oh, wow.
And it's actually recycled milk bottles.
Oh,
Doesn't
how cool.
feel like that.
No.
It's a really good product because 1, it's recycled, and 2, it's a nice firm product. And
Yeah.
because sheepskins obviously can stretch and warp, we want to keep them in good shape.
Yeah.
And this is a product that keeps them nice and firm. We do have a range that we fill with our acrylic fill, the normal
Yeah.
that you would see. That's very, very light, and we have a range for called our softies down the bottom here, which are a lot more lightweight. Some people opt for those, but if they want a beer that's going to stay looking good for tens of years,
Yeah.
the normal teddy bears that are filled with that fill, perfect.
Wow.
And which is your favourite type of bear? The softie, the Tavy bear, the branded bear? Do you have a favourite?
My favourite would be basil, and it would be the latte, that chocolatey colour.
In the middle.
That's, yeah,
This one?
yep, that is definitely
that's
my
beautiful,
favourite.
Yeah.
So who came up with the names? Basil
I
Bear?
have no idea. Honestly, I think that was predating Alison and Tammy that own the business now. They had, and which is the name for the pattern, but all of our bears that have tags like this, the first part of the name is a local property and the second part is given name. So this bear would be Lloyd, but Lumiere Lloyd would be what you'd call it.
Thank you for your time,
thank
Flo.
you.
Hey, we're just coming into Augathella. It's about 84 k's north of Charleville. Now, in Augathella, they're known as the Augathella Meat Eads, which is one of the football sides from here. They've got some big meat eads in the town. We'll go for a drive through and show you a couple of them. But also, it's the home of Smiley. Smiley used to be a TV show when I was a young kid.
Yep.
And a lot of you may remember, and a lot of you definitely won't remember. But he was a little, I think he was a little red-headed kid or something with freckles.
Yeah, he had freckles. I remember freckles.
And yeah, it's just one of those old Australian shows. Now there is a couple of camp spots here. One's at the pub, and I think it's free camping. You just got to have a meal or something in the pub, and then across the road there's like a donation box, which is where we stayed a few years ago when I come through with my boys. I brought them on a 5-day travelling trip. 5 days, 5 different destinations. Every dad would be glad if he had a lad like little boy called Smiley. Augathella, home of Smiley. 2008 marks the 50th anniversary of the release of the classic Australian movie Smiley. The Smiley stories were written about a boy growing up in Augathella. Diddy Smiley Creevy passed away in 1972. Locals remember Chips Rafferty as a young shearer on Neve Down Station. So there you go. So as I was mentioning, the meat ants. So they're from Augathella. So the Meet the Mighty Meat Ants, Augathella's rugby league team, the Mighty Meat Ants. Their song goes, Bobbadilla, Billa Walla, Wish Bang Wop, Augathella, Augathella, keep on top. Oompa, oompa, do we bite? Augathella, Augathella, red and white. Augathella, yeah, meat ants. There you go, I won't give up my daytime job.
Found all across Australia, they're omnivores and they catch small prey and forage for dead plant and animal material. Sometimes farmers even use meat ants to remove animal carcasses.
And here's the big meat ant.
I could never settle down too far away from my hometown.
And as you can see, there's a park here. That's the donation place I was talking about over on the river. And you can see vans all the way along there. So there you go.
Resting on the myth of old, all of the stories I've been told. Secret places hidden where I go now as far as I can tell.
How is everyone feeling tonight, though? You guys having a good night? Yes. That's good to hear. I like that confidence. Let's get that again. Let's hear it. Are you guys having a good night? Yes. That is what I like to hear.
So yeah, if you do come out and do the night gazing tour, the stargazing tour, this is the type of telescopes that they use.
Would you guys like us to hit the white lights for you?
So we've got Jack here, and we're out at the Charleville Cosmos Space Centre. Or
Cosmos Centre, yeah.
Yeah. Jack, can you just tell us a little bit about the centre, how long it's been here for, what type of tours you run out here, and if a person was to come out and visit, what they could expect to see?
Yeah, too easy. So out here at the Cosmos Centre, we were started back in about '99 when a bloke out from Brisbane just decided to come out here one day because he was interested in astronomy, and it turns out that this area is really, really great because we have this beautiful ring of trees that you can't see because of the light right now, but there's a nice ring of trees around this facility, allowing us a lot of very strong protection from the nearby light pollution from the town. So there's a lot of very easy way to get dark sky out here. So it's a nice region out in outback Queensland where you can see the night sky, but you're also still close enough to the town to be able to go and get a pint afterwards. So that's kind of the benefit of being out here. So he just came out here one day, then he just brought his telescope and thought, oh, this is a great spot. Then he brought some of his mates. His mates' mates wanted to come, and eventually council heard about it, and they actually, this land is now council-owned land. It's the airport land, so they put a facility here where they just started setting up the telescopes. So this whole chamber that we're in, this observatory, was built about 2006, and so we've been running tours in here ever since. Now, our main tour is of course this Big Sky Observatory tour, where we use 4 of these 14-inch state-of-the-art telescopes. This is our 14-inch Meade Schmidt Cassegrain. And so this is one of the top end of the, this is one of the top line of the commercially available telescopes. We also have a larger telescope, a 30-inch for our private shows. That's for our small and personal show. That's a much, much larger telescope that is custom built down in Victoria. But we also have a specialized telescope for looking at the sun as well. So we also run specialized tours during the day where you get to actually look at the sun. So that's the kind of stuff we do out here. And we also just like to educate people about astronomy, about asteroids, meteorites, anything people are interested in. We love to just help them learn and expand their horizons.
Okay, with your tours, roughly how long does each tour take?
So it depends on the tour. So our shortest tour is our sun tour, which is 45 minutes, with the longest one being an hour and a half, and that being our small and personal tour. This Big Sky Observatory tour is an hour-long show. We also are able to do films. We have a nice planetarium over on the other end of the facility, in which we actually do scientific films throughout the day. They go for about 30 minutes or so. So it kind of varies depending on what you want to do out here. So we've got a bit for everyone, depending on what time of day you want to come, what you want to do, and what you want to look at.
All right, opening. Are you open 7 days a week? Do you have days off? Like, how do you actually operate out here?
So it depends on the season. Being a tourist facility in outback Queensland, the summer period is not great for us. So during the summer, we usually are only open from 9 till 5 during the day, with us being closed on weekends. During the busy season, right around winter when everyone's wanting to come out, we're open all day, 9 a.m. to about 6 p.m. and then we're running tours all night, and that's 7 days a week.
All right, and kids are quite welcome to come along?
Absolutely. Kids are some of the best people to have. They're usually the ones who are most interested to ask questions. They're the ones who are most engaged. They're usually the ones who have the most interesting questions. Had a really clever bloke on the show last night. He was maybe 8-10 years old. He was asking me everything about how black holes work, how stars form. So kids absolutely welcome. Families, we love having them out. It's a real joy to get those family experiences out here, I think.
No worries, Jack. Thanks for your time, mate.
Not a
I
problem.
had a ball tonight, other than being a bit cold, but yeah, no. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Cheers for coming
mate.
out, guys.
Hey there, yeah, hey, hope you really enjoyed this video. And hope you had as much fun watching it as what we did making it. Anyway, it's that time again, joke time with Dave. Hey Roz,
Yes, Dave.
how did the crab cross the road?
I don't know.
It didn't, it used a sidewalk. Get it? Go away.